People look at you now. The pause before they speak. The tight breath. The quiet shock sitting behind their eyes. They heard the story. Maybe not from you. Maybe from whispers that traveled faster than truth ever does. And now they're staring at someone they thought would be gone by now. Someone they assumed would fold. Someone they were sure would disappear quietly into the background of someone else's life. But you didn't. You're still here, standing, breathing, thinking, watching. Oh, they cannot understand how you survived what was designed to break you. They saw how you were treated. The dismissal, the disrespect, the slow erosion of your confidence, piece by piece, moment by moment. Not loud enough to make headlines, just steady enough to wear a person down. They expected you to shrink, to doubt yourself, to accept less, to start believing the small version of yourself they handed to you. That was the plan. Make you question your worth. Make you question your voice. Make you question your sanity. No, no, no. Something inside you refused to sign that agreement. Here's what unsettles them the most. You didn't just survive it. You're sharper now, quieter, more observant. Your smile changed. Not fake, not loud, just knowing. You listen differently. You move differently. You no longer explain yourself to people who already decided not to understand. That calm look in your eyes, it didn't come from peace. It came from pressure. From nights you sat alone, replaying everything, trying to make sense of nonsense, trying to find logic in behavior that had none. They thought confusion would weaken you, but it trained you to see through everything. They don't realize what endurance does to a mind that refuses to collapse. It builds layers, awareness, boundaries, precision. You learn the patterns, the tone shifts, the subtle digs disguised as jokes, the promises that evaporate, the way respect was always coming later. You studied it all without meaning to. Because when you're in survival mode, observation becomes instinct. Now you can read a room in seconds. You can sense sincerity before a word fully lands. Nah, you are not naive anymore, and that makes people uncomfortable. Some of them feel guilty, not because they helped hurt you, but because they watched. They saw enough to know something wasn't right, and they said nothing. Silence is easier when the target isn't you. But now you walk past them with composure they don't feel inside themselves. You carry strength they didn't have the courage to build. Your presence is a reminder of what you endured, of what they tolerated, of what they might still be tolerating in their own lives. That reflection stings, quietly, constantly. Oh, they didn't expect your survival to become a mirror. The pain stops being a wound and starts becoming a weapon of awareness, not against people, against patterns, against the cycles that once trapped you. You're no longer reacting the same way. You're not jumping to defend yourself, not scrambling to prove your worth. You've stepped back, watching, measuring, choosing your responses instead of leaking your energy into situations that never deserved it. That restraint, it's power, quiet, controlled, precise. The ones who mistreated you can feel it. They don't have access to you like before. No more emotional reactions they can twist. No more long explanations they can interrupt. No more second chances handed out like free samples. Your silence now has weight. Your distance has meaning, and they're confused, because the old buttons don't work anymore. The tricks feel dull. The manipulation falls flat. Nah, you didn't become cold, you became clear. Clarity is dangerous to anyone who benefited from your confusion. You see motives faster now. You recognize when effort is real and when it's just performance. You no longer confuse attention with respect or words with actions. That shift alone changes everything, because once you see the game, you stop volunteering to be a piece on the board. You start moving with intention. You start choosing environments that don't drain you. You start protecting your time like it actually matters, because it does. And let's talk about that strength you built in private. The nights you had to calm your own thoughts. The mornings you had to get up and function while carrying emotional weight no one could see. That wasn't weakness. That wasn't weakness. That was training. You were building endurance most people never develop because they run from discomfort the second it appears. You didn't run. You stayed. You felt it. You processed it. You learned from it. Pain. Tried to bury you, but it ended up educating you. Now your presence speaks before you do. There's a steadiness in you, a grounded energy that doesn't beg to be liked. You don't rush to fill silence anymore. You don't perform for approval. And that unsettles people who are used to controlling the narrative, because you are no longer reacting to their version of you. You are living from your own understanding of yourself. That is freedom without noise, strength without display, confidence without announcement. Here's the truth. They can't accept. What they put you through didn't reduce you. It refined you. Pressure didn't crush you. It revealed your structure, your values, your limits, your standards. You learned exactly what you will never tolerate again. And once a person reaches that point, there is no going back to smaller thinking. No returning to environments that require you to shrink. No accepting treatment that costs you your peace. No. That door is closed for good. So when they look at you with disbelief, let them. When they whisper about how you changed, smile calmly. Growth always looks strange to people committed to staying the same. You are not here to make them comfortable. You are here to live with self-respect, with awareness, with strength built from experience, not fantasy. And this next chapter of your life, it's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about moving forward with lessons carved into your mindset, boundaries locked in place, and a future shaped by choice, not survival. Awareness without action is just memory. And you did not go through all of that just to become a historian of your own pain. You went through it to build judgment, instinct, standards that don't bend just because someone smiles at you. You feel the shift now, in conversations, in decisions, in the way you no longer rush. You evaluate, you pause, you choose. That pause right there, that is where your new power lives. People will test the new you, not always on purpose, some out of habit, some out of curiosity, some hoping the old version is still hiding somewhere they can reach. They'll say little things, do little things, push small boundaries to see if the door is still unlocked. But it isn't. You notice faster now. You respond calmer now. You walk away sooner now. Nah, you don't need dramatic exits when quiet distance says everything. And don't mistake this calm for weakness. This is controlled strength. Before you reacted from emotion, now you respond from understanding. That difference changes outcomes. You're not trying to win arguments anymore. You're protecting your energy. You're not trying to fix people who enjoy being broken in the same ways. You're investing where effort is returned. You're building connections that don't require you to shrink just to keep the peace. That is not selfish. That is self-respect in motion. There will be moments when the past tries to echo. A memory, a tone, a situation that feels familiar in the wrong way. Your chest might tighten for a second. Your mind might flash back. That's normal. That's your awareness checking the environment. But here's the difference now. You don't freeze. You don't ignore the signal. You listen to it. You adjust. You remove yourself if needed. What once trapped you now serves as an early warning system. And as you keep moving like this, something else happens. Your standards stop being words and start becoming lifestyle. You naturally drift away from chaos, from drama disguised as excitement, from people who only show up when they need something. Your circle gets smaller, calmer, realer. Not because you hate people, but because you finally understand the cost of letting the wrong ones stay too long. Peace stops being a luxury and becomes your baseline. Some will say you've become distant, hard to read, hard to reach. Let them say it. They are describing the loss of access, not the loss of your warmth. The right people will still feel your kindness, your loyalty, your depth. But now those things are earned, not extracted. Oh, that difference changes who even dares to come close. And now we reach the moment most people never get to see. The rebuild after the storm. The phase where you are no longer defined by what hurt you, but by how deliberately you move because of it. This is where discipline replaces emotion, where standards replace hope, where your future is no longer a reaction to pain, but a design built from hard-earned awareness. You are not drifting anymore. You are choosing. Every environment, every conversation, every commitment. That level of intention changes the entire direction of a life. You don't chase closure anymore. You don't need apologies you may never receive. You don't wait for people to finally understand what they did. That chapter taught you enough without their explanation. The lesson was never in their words anyway. It was in their patterns. And now you recognize patterns early. You move accordingly. You save yourself time, energy, and emotional wear that used to feel normal. Nah, chaos is no longer familiar territory. It's a warning sign. Look at how differently you carry yourself now. Your reactions are measured. Your trust is earned slowly. Your yes means something because your no is finally real. That balance makes your presence valuable. People can sense when someone is no longer desperate for approval, when someone is grounded in self-respect. It creates a quiet authority. You're not loud, you're not forceful, but you are clear. And clarity makes people adjust their behavior around you without you saying much at all. There's also a new kind of patience in you, not the old patience that tolerated poor treatment while hoping things would improve. This is strategic patience. You watch actions over time. You let people reveal who they are without interrupting the process. You no longer rush to label someone good just because they were nice once. Consistency is your new measure. Effort is your new proof. Observation has become your greatest advantage. And here's the powerful part. You're no longer afraid to outgrow people. Before, you held on too long. You tried to carry connections that were already fading. You overextended your energy, trying to keep things alive that had already served their purpose. Now you understand that not everyone is meant to come with you into your next phase. Some were lessons, some were warnings, some were temporary chapters. Releasing them is not bitterness, it's alignment. As you move forward like this, doors open differently, opportunities feel healthier, relationships feel balanced. Your life starts to reflect your standards instead of your wounds. That shift doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you stopped negotiating with behavior that drained you, because you chose self-respect over familiarity, because you finally believed that peace is not something you earn by suffering first. No. Peace is something you protect through boundaries. So when people look at you now with disbelief, let them. They are witnessing the result of pressure, met with awareness, of pain turned into precision, of someone who refused to stay small just to make others comfortable. You didn't just survive what happened to you. You used it. You let it shape your judgment, your strength, your future direction. And from this point forward, every step you take is not about proving your worth to the world. It's about never again forgetting it yourself. Now is the moment where survival becomes mastery. Not mastery over others, mastery over yourself. Every choice you make now carries weight, because you've seen what happens when people manipulate, dismiss, or underestimate you. You've felt it, you've lived it, you've survived it, and now every step is intentional, every word measured, every relationship evaluated. You no longer stumble blindly. You navigate life like someone who knows exactly what matters and what will poison their energy. That's a power most never get to feel. And make no mistake, your presence alone is a signal. You don't need to shout. You don't need to explain. You just exist, and the world immediately recalibrates. People who once mocked or doubted you sense the shift. They can feel that you are not the same. Your silence carries authority. Your calm carries clarity. Your focus carries boundaries they cannot breach. They can no longer reach you with the old tactics. The person they used to control is gone. This is the stage where you begin to play by your own rules. The lessons of the past become strategies for the future. You recognize patterns before they unfold. You detect insincerity before it lands. You prioritize what is worth your time and energy. You no longer chase approval or validation because you already know your value. That awareness is magnetic. It draws the right people and repels those who would drain you. Every decision becomes a test. Is this person, place, or choice aligned with the strength you've earned, or is it a trap disguised as opportunity? Aha, dude. Do you feel it? That creeping doubt, that silent pressure. Yeah, I'm talking about them. Those people talking behind your back, plotting your fall right now, while you think you're safe? Crazy, right? But here's the twist. This isn't just another wake-up video. This is the one that hits hard, hits real, and might just change everything. I'm about to show you secrets, truths no one dares speak, truths that'll make your skin crawl and your blood boil. And hey, before we dive deeper, shout out to you. Yeah, you, the one grinding, the one underestimated, the one the world keeps ignoring. You made it here. That already makes you different. Leave a comment if you're ready to step up, if you're ready to break chains, if you're ready to watch while the world tries to erase you. Because this is your time, your moment, your ride. They're talking about you, not behind your back. No, they're not hiding it. They're planning. whispering your exit like a secret you'll never hear. And you sit there blind, thinking the world bends for your smile. But the world doesn't bend, it breaks. And you're next. Can you feel it? That cold prickle crawling up your spine. That's them, counting the seconds, measuring the cracks in your armor, every misstep you've ever made, every trust you ever gave away. It's all on display, framed for their amusement. They don't need to see your face. They only need your fear. Look closer. The shadows are alive tonight. They twist. They leer. They wait. You think it's paranoia, but no, this is precision. Calculated. Silent. The kind of silence that screams louder than any chaos you've ever known. You will never hear the meeting. Never see the nods behind closed doors, but their fingerprints are all over the room where you don't exist. 3 names, 3 targets, and 1 prize. You. The thought alone should make your skin crawl. It should set your teeth on edge. But here's the joke. Most of you don't even know the game has started. And yet, there's a spark, deep inside, buried beneath the fatigue, the doubt, the mask you show the world. That spark is a flaw in their plan. They didn't expect it. A tiny ember of chaos, of rage, of survival. It's almost poetic, isn't it? That the hunted may become the predator. Almost, but not quite yet. Not until you see them. Not until you understand the shapes of their smiles, the subtle tilt of their heads, the cruel cadence of their laughter. Every gesture designed to test you, to measure how much they can push before you snap. You will snap. Oh yes, you will. But when you do, it will be nothing like they imagined. Do you hear it? That silence between heartbeats, that is your audience. The emptiness that waits for your move. You feel exposed, naked, stripped of every layer you thought kept you safe. That is the first truth. That is the whisper. They are coming, and not for your good. They are coming to carve their mark across your life, to erase you from the board. But you can turn the knife. You can smile while the world trembles. It is a question of daring, a question of nerve. And if you dare, you might just enjoy the chaos you create in return. Look at them. Really look. Every smile hiding a knife. Every handshake masking betrayal. Every promise folded into lies. They think they are safe behind their schemes, that you are weak, that you will never notice, but the cracks are already forming. Can you see them? Little fractures in their confidence. A hesitation, a misstep, a flicker of doubt. They are human, and humans bleed. Even humans like these. And bleeding, oh, it can be beautiful when you know where to cut, when you know exactly which string to pull. The game is theirs to lose. But the question is, who is really playing? 3 faces, 3 names, 3 shadows stretching across the life you thought was yours. They move quietly, carefully, like snakes in a garden that isn't theirs. You can't see them yet, but they see you. Every habit, every weakness, every secret tremor in your confidence. They measure it, they catalog it, and they wait patiently, because patience is a weapon. a weapon sharper than anger, sharper than fists, sharper than the truth you've been running from. They don't need to strike yet. The thrill is in the preparation, the anticipation, the knowing that you will never be the same once the game begins. Look closer. Each shadow is different. One whispers doubt, one manipulates loyalty, one erodes trust, and you are caught in the center, spinning dizzy, hunted. Every choice you make bends under their pressure. Every step you take has already been considered. They don't rush. They don't panic. Chaos is for amateurs. They are architects, master planners, puppeteers with invisible strings you didn't know existed. And the best part, you think you're moving freely, but freedom is just another illusion. Can you feel it? That tension curling in your chest? That tightening in your gut? That is their presence. That is the knowledge that you are being watched, measured, weighed. Every heartbeat is recorded. Every mistake logged. And the smallest miscalculation will cost you everything. They are not human. Or maybe they are. They wear human masks. But inside, they are predators. Cold, calculating, dangerous. And the worst part? They know you better than you know yourself. They know how to break you. They know which fears to ignite, which insecurities to sharpen, which buttons to push until you collapse. But here is the twist, the thing they cannot predict. You are not theirs yet. Not fully. There is a flicker, a crack in your mind, a spark that refuses to die. It is small, fragile, but it is there, and it grows with every stolen glance, every whispered threat, every calculated move they make. Because the more they tighten the noose, the more alive you become. You start to see patterns. You start to understand strategy. You start to feel the delicious pull of chaos in your own veins. You start to fight. Watch them closely. Watch the shadows, the smiles, the hands that reach for your ruin. They believe they are untouchable. But no one is untouchable. Not even the most careful, the most cunning, the most confident. Every shadow can be turned against itself. Every string can be cut. Every predator can bleed. And when the time comes, you will strike. Swift, precise, unexpected, like lightning tearing through calm skies. They will never know it came from you. Look at yourself. Really look. Strip away the masks, the lies, the excuses. Who is staring back? Someone small, someone afraid, someone who pretends to move forward while the world laughs at every hesitation. That reflection, it's your enemy, not them, not the shadows, not the three plotting your fall. You are the weak link, the misstep, the pause that gives them time. Every dream you've held, every ambition you've whispered in the dark, it trembles because of this mirror, and it's honest, brutally honest. It doesn't lie, and it won't forgive. Do you feel it? That punch to the gut? That tightening in your chest that makes you want to look away? Don't. Hold it. Taste it. Let it remind you who you really are when the world is quiet and the masks fall away. This is the moment, the raw truth that no one else will give you. You are fragile. You are flawed. You are human. And yet, There is power in recognition, in seeing every crack, every scar, every hesitation. Because once you see it, you can fight it. Once you see it, you can remake yourself. Once you see it, you can laugh while the world trembles. Every weakness you hide is ammunition for them. Every doubt you nurture is a gift. Every fear you ignore, a trap. They count on it. They rely on it. They know you better than you know yourself. But here's the delicious twist, the irony that tastes so sweet. Your weakness is also your weapon. Every flaw, every fear, every insecurity can be sharpened into a blade. And the moment they come to exploit it, you will use it on them. Turn the mirror outward. Reflect every shadow, every dagger, every whispered betrayal, and watch them flinch. Feel it. The rage, the shame, the bitter truth of every failure you've buried under excuses and apologies. Let it burn. Let it sting. Let it whisper in your ear like a lover of chaos. Every tear you've cried in silence. Every night you've trembled alone. They fuel you. They sharpen you. And when the time comes, they will never see it coming. The same weakness they plotted to destroy you with will be the engine of your rise. Stand there, trembling, broken, honest, and then rise. Let the reflection scare you. Let it thrill you. Let it remind you that the world is a mirror, and every predator you meet is only as dangerous as you allow them to be. Look closer and smile, because this mirror is yours to shatter. Everything you learned, every rule, every line drawn in sand that you were told to follow, burn it, watch it curl and blacken. Let the smoke choke the fear out of you. They mapped your path. They told you where to stand, where to hesitate, where to fall, and you believed them. Fool, but the map is a lie. Every boundary they placed, every limit, every expectation was designed to contain you. And containment is the death of ambition. Containment is weakness. Containment is laughable. Do you feel the fire yet? That itch in your chest? That pull in your gut? That delicious, dangerous craving to destroy what they think they own? Every expectation, every should, every must is a chain. And chains are meant to break. Break them, shatter them, leave nothing behind but ash and the memory of obedience. They will look at you and wonder how you moved so quickly, how you vanished from the path they laid out, how you became a force they cannot predict. They will never see it coming, and that is the beauty of it. The old map promised comfort, safety, predictability, lies, sweet lies wrapped in the illusion of control. They fed you this narrative to keep you distracted, compliant, small. And for too long, you listened. Too long, you waited. Too long, you surrendered. Now, surrender is no longer an option. You are beyond waiting, beyond obedience, beyond the weak reflections staring back in the mirror. You are fire now. You are the storm they cannot chart. And every map, every plan, every expectation will burn before your feet. Can you taste it? The power in chaos, the thrill of uncertainty, the raw beauty of destruction that rebuilds. The world wants you predictable, safe, invisible. Let them want. Let them whisper. Let them plot. You will be the anomaly, the twist they cannot untangle, the rule that breaks every law they believed unbreakable. And when you move without apology, without hesitation, without fear, because the map is gone, the path is gone, the world is yours, and chaos is the only compass you need. Watch closely. Observe how the shadows shift when you discard what they gave you. Notice how the hunters hesitate when the prey refuses to follow the lines. Taste the panic when your freedom becomes their nightmare. And remember, every time you burn another chain, another rule, another expectation, you are not losing something. You are claiming everything. Everything they said you couldn't have. Everything they said you weren't. Everything they thought you would never be. Disappear. Not physically, not yet, but in thought, in presence, in the spaces they think you occupy. Slip between the cracks, fade into the background, become the ghost they forget exists. They measure power in noise, in movement, in bravado. Foolish. True force moves like smoke. Silent, unseen, deadly. You are not noticed. You are underestimated. And that is the perfect advantage. Because what is invisible cannot be defended against. See them. Study them. Watch the twitch of a finger, the flash in an eye, the subtle tremor in a smile. They reveal everything in plain sight. Every weakness, every fear, every desire. And you take it, you store it, you fold it into your mind like a weapon. Every glance they waste on you, every word they whisper, it is ammunition. You become both shadow and predator. Silent, patient, waiting. And when the moment comes, you strike with precision they never dreamed of. Do you feel it? That tension in the air, the thrill of anticipation curling around your lungs like smoke. That is power. The power to observe without being observed, to act without reaction, to exist without permission. They cannot touch what they do not see. And the more invisible you become, the more they stumble blindly into the trap you set. Every move they make is now choreographed by your silence. Every plan they weave leads only to your design. Invisibility is a mask, but it is not hiding. It is strategy. It is discipline. It is the knowledge that the world watches the loud, the foolish, the desperate, while you prepare. Every unnoticed hour, every whispered plan, every quiet decision shapes your supremacy. They believe they are safe while you exist in the shadows. And safety, oh, how easily it shatters. The hunter does not see the prey, but the prey, oh, the prey sees everything. Imagine it, every enemy you've ever feared, every rival you've ever envied, every shadow that has lingered over your path. None of them suspect, none of them see. And when the strike comes, it will be flawless, swift, invisible, unforgiving. And in that silence, in that sudden chaos, the truth will hit them like a revelation they cannot escape. That you, the one they dismissed, were always the storm they ignored. All right, listen up. You made it. Yeah, you, to the end. And that already proves something. You're different. You're awake. You're hungry. Can you feel it? That fire burning inside right now? That's your power, your chaos, your edge, and the world doesn't even see